absolutely.
Do you anticipate television ads? I think Responsible Ohio already has ones out.
I could only dream of having television ads at this point, so I certainly would. It certainly would be nice if we could do that. But as I said, our emphasis is going to be on trying to directly contact voters in the most effective way possible. If that involves television ads, that's great. No, there hasn't actually been an ad on TV to advocate a yes vote yet that I'm aware of, but we do know there was a cable buy during the Republican debate that people saw. That's what I've seen at least. And somebody else called the weather and they answered the phone and said they were for it. Yes?
General polling has shown that people are starting to become more in favor of legalized marijuana. How do you reach those voters? What's your message to those who?
Well, we're not going to win the campaign 100-0. Okay, there are going to be some people that are going to vote for issue 3. I don't think it's going to be enough for them to win. But what we're finding, and that's why you see so many of there are a number of flat-out, dedicated pro-marijuana groups that are against issue 3 because of the way it's set up. So even some of the people you're talking about are going to vote against issue 3. We have seen videos of the Responsible Ohio's events picketed by people. All the people that are picketing there want legalized marijuana and are upset because someone's trying to corner the market. So we're actually going to get a few of the votes of people that are in favor of legalized marijuana. So that's our read of it. And people that are many people who are in favor of some limited use of marijuana don't react well to this proposal because it's so wide open.
Do you have a message for them though? Do you put something out to try to
I think we said all of
reach
it today, actually. Yeah.
Curt, the history of this kind of initiative in other states, particularly Colorado, has been strong institutional political support and the issue passing anyway because of popular support. What do you think is going to be different in Ohio?
Well, I don't think they're winning right now, for one thing. I think one of the signs of that, and I know that I'll probably put a challenge out to them, but if all the stories I've read so far of the supporters of issue 3 have been investors, campaign consultants, and people that are doing business with those investors, with the campaign consultants. There hasn't been any external validation of their campaign as far as I know. Quite frankly, we wanted you to know today, and want the people of Ohio to know, that while many political figures in Ohio oppose issue 3, and some of them are here, we wanted to make sure that you understood that citizens across Ohio are against issue 3. And that's why I want to thank those elected officials who did come today from both major political parties. Thank them for coming without being introduced, without being given a speaking role. We deeply appreciate that. We'll never forget it. But they're here to show that they also are part of that elected official group that opposes issue 3.
And obviously this is a large group of people, but is the opposition mostly to legalizing marijuana or to this proposal specifically?
Well, the issue on the ballot is the 6,500 words that are in the amendment for issue 3. I mean, it's an amendment that is going to increase the length of the Constitution by 12% or something like that. It's about 3 times the length of the U.S. Bill of Rights. There's a lot more in there than just quote-unquote legalizing marijuana. There's a lot more in there to make sure how it's done, to make sure that the rich investors get all the money. That's what's really in there. It takes a long time to write that.
Would you be opposed to it if
No,
there
thank
wasn't
you.
a monopoly?